Time now for our Burden of Proof segment. We want to take a quick look at some of the big legal cases we are following right now. We have former Florida State Attorney Dave Ehrenberg with us. Dave, good to see you. Thanks for joining us on this Easter. I want to start with tomorrow's closing arguments in the Vallow Daybell murder conspiracy trial. The 51-year-old has pleaded not guilty to charges she conspired with her brother to kill her fourth husband, Charles Vallow. She is representing herself, so I'm wondering, you know the old adage, she who represents herself has a fool for a client. I'm wondering what you think happens in these closing arguments.
As Clubber Lang said in Rocky III, Phil, pain. That's what I think.
That's an even better one.
Right? I know I like yours better, but it's going to be painful to listen to because her voice is like nails on a chalkboard. She doesn't know the rules of evidence. She's antagonistic to everyone, uniquely unlikable. That's why she's a sociopath, and she's going to get her just desserts. She's going to be found guilty. She's going to get objected to because she doesn't know the rules of evidence, so she's going to be meandering. And in the end, she'll be convicted. But it doesn't matter. She's already facing life sentences up in Idaho, so this is just a cherry on top.
Fair enough. I will say Clubber Lang was in Rocky III. I think Rocky IV was the best. We don't have to debate that now. Let's get to the latest on the trial of accused healthcare CEO killer Luigi Mangione. He is expected to be arraigned in federal court now next Friday. A different set of arraignment. He faces charges of murder through the use of a firearm, which carries the possibility of the death penalty here. Why do you think the DOJ is pushing for the death penalty in this case?
It's good politics, Phil. Because the people who are rallying behind Luigi Mangione come from the far left in general, who are appealed by, who have an appeal from his anti-insurance rhetoric. And so you have people who are not natural allies of Donald Trump, and Donald Trump wants to look tough on crime. So this is a twofer for him. He gets to look tough on crime, and he gets to own the libs. So they're going to pursue the death penalty, but they're not going to get it in New York. New York is a pretty progressive state. It's a blue state. They don't have the death penalty for state crimes. And so you have to find a jury in New York in federal court that you unanimously impose the death penalty. That's not going to happen here, especially because you've got a young, good-looking guy who's a celebrity with no prior criminal record. So they'll convict him, but he's not going to get capital punishment.
All right, and finally, Sean Diddy Combs' federal trial is happening in about 2 weeks. He faces a slate of federal sex crime charges, to which he has pled not guilty. Prosecutors have shielded the identities of all of the victims, save but Cassie Ventura. I think she's going to testify in person. Could we see key witnesses on the stand once this trial gets underway? I mean, people are just waiting to see what names come out in this trial.
Yes, in fact, they may be subpoenaed by Diddy's defense team. I think you will see some big names. I was surprised you didn't see anyone else brought into the case by prosecutors. I thought maybe you'd see additional charges against other celebrities. But here, it's all about Diddy. He wanted to postpone the case. It's not going to happen. He's had plenty of notice. He's known about these allegations a long time. And so it's on at the beginning of May, and it will be must-see TV.
All right, Dave Ehrenberg, as always, thank you very much. And for the Clubber Lang reference, do appreciate it.